What's up, fellow gaming warriors? So, in this episode, I'm going to go ahead and concentrate on updating my small CV shipyard. Again, if you haven't seen my YouTube channel update, I've been kind of tied up with things personally and both work-related. The main Wolves server right now is mostly dedicated towards the movie. They have another server up for gameplay for the separate factions, and I'm waiting for some of the pirates to respond back to let me know that we're ready to go ahead and enter that venture. But until then, I'm on a test server that I have where I'm updating all of my war machines. Obviously right there I'll be updating the blueprint for the X-Media chassis so you guys could play around with it and see what you guys could do with it. But right now concentration will be updating this, so we'll do some speed builds but footage. But what I want to show you is basically what my plans for it is. At either end of the shipyard will be containers, and in the middle English, right? In the middle will be on either side 2 smaller SV building yards where I could build SVs or even hover tanks up here and then move them to planet side. So yeah, that's my plan. Now this shipyard is mostly for like the X-Media and then the Thunders might when I bring it in, and then smaller type logistic crafts. Like I'm going to be bringing in the Zliz, just because one, it looks weird as hell, but it's going to be for that. So in regular server, obviously it's going to be where I bring it in for repairs, or upgrades, or just stripping them down, or smaller craft, just bring it in here to strip it down. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get started, guys. Yeah, hope you enjoy. I completed the upgrade of the small shipyard. So as you can see, there's pathways here. There's cargo containers on each corner, on each side of the shipyard. I put kind of like a danger area markings for like when you're coming down here to walk down to, like, let's say the main engineering room where you're gonna get your O2 and your and make sure that the generators are powered. That you understand that there's no railings here, and that's because sometimes the ships might sit here because of the size of the shipyard. So as I said before, you have the ladder rails right here. We'll go up this one. I tried to make it as ornate as possible. It's well lit. That's one good thing about it. There's railings here to protect you from falling off. Same thing with the walkway here. I had to put generators, gravity generators, at each corner though, because the shipyard is just way too long for that one underneath there. But everything is covered with gravity. You have, excuse me, sorry about that. You have another cargo area over here and over there, and again in the quarters. Now, one thing I did was I realized that there's different types of SVs. You're going to have larger type SVs for like troop transports and other things, logistics, that might be a little larger than your normal SVs. And that's where this one comes in. It's 8 blocks by, I believe, 16 blocks long. So it's a significantly larger SV building area than the one that I built over here. The one over here is smaller, and that's for like the small scouts and fighters, like the spider by here. So this one's perfect, just big enough for small fighters or small cargo carriers, just small little personal crafts that will be used. Yeah, other than that, the shipyard is completely finished. I tried to make it, like I said, ornate as possible by putting braces on it, so to show that it's supporting the main frame. The danger warning areas here telling you that you're be careful when bringing your ship in. Same thing with the walkways, that there's no railings. Everything's well lit. Yeah, it's the perfect shipyard. Now in 6.0, I'm probably gonna have to make updates to this because it's not a covered area. So, and then other things that we need to be aware of is the generator room. I probably might have to move like the O2 station somewhere else, and the refrigerator somewhere else, because it's just not, like, if that's the generator room, you're not going to be able to access it because of radiation. So when 6.0 comes out, we'll determine what's going to happen and what I need to upgrade on this, and I could do that in the server when it happens. But right now we're just getting ready for the release of 6.0 with the on the Wolf server. The plan is to have the pirates ready for action as soon as the server pops, so that we could bring our pirate ships in and cause some real damage and real piracy to the server, yet not seen before. So that's all I really have. Remember to subscribe, hit that like button. You're not only supporting me, but you're supporting the Wolf server and Empyrion, the game as well. So as always, Chief Rocky out.